Hi, Dr. Deepa Chetty here again. And last time we spoke about love versus attachment. This video will take it forward ahead from where I left last time. So, what does a love mean? Love is empowering, whereas attachment is who has more power. So, let's understand this in a broader scale. So, when it comes to love, love is always selfless, which doesn't mean that you count yourself less. It means only that you are so much fulfilled with self love that you don't depend on others for the requirement or need to be loved on others. You don't depend on a significant or on your partner, or for that matter, when I'm speaking about love, I'm speaking about love in every relationship. So you don't depend on others to fulfill your word of being loved. It is selfless. It takes other person's priorities, or it keeps other person before you, because you're already fulfilled. You always think about the other person. You always think, how do you make the other person feel loved and fulfilled? So it's always about other person in love. Where is an attachment? It's very selfish. It is all about you, because you come from a need, you come from an unresolved issue of your own which you're not able to resolve. So you develop a feeling to get this issue which you are not able to resolve, to be resolved by somebody else. Your happiness depends on the other, and hence your whole dependency on the other significant increases. So you come from a space wherein you want to fulfill yourself, the need of you being loved from others. So always you come first. It's your need which comes first, than the others. So attachment is a very selfish process. Second, in love, it is always about how do we give freedom to each other, how do we liberate each other. It will always see, there will always be a mutual trust, and you will always see a very significant growth in yourself and in other person, because it springs from a whole lot of space wherein you want others to grow, you want the partner to be happy, you want the growth of the partner. And you people in love actually accept each other how they are, and they encourage each other in every aspect of their life, fulfilling their dreams and making them the best version of themselves. In such relationship, you are never ever scared to show any of your weaknesses. You have a courage to be vulnerable in front of each other. So it's a very liberating process, and you can be your true self in front of that other person. Whereas in attachment, it's all about controlling behavior. It's all about controlling the other person, because you get scared of being abandoned, you get scared of being left alone if that other person is not there. So you control the other person, you don't allow that person to be with their friends, you don't allow that person to get attached to anybody else, because your need is only fulfilled by that person. So you control that person so much that you don't allow the freedom of that other person. Hence, you don't allow freedom to your own self. Attachment totally comes from a very strong need to, fulfill yourself to other. So there is no freedom in that, and definitely you cannot be vulnerable in front of such one person. You cannot be true self in front of that such person. Attachment always manipulates. In attachment, there is always emotional blackmail, because you have a fear of being abandoned. So, whereas in love, you never have any such need. You're always a true self of yourself. You don't have to manipulate anybody. Love is all about mutual growth. You will see yourself becoming the best version, you will make others a best version of themselves. Attachment is always something which resists any kind of growth in each other, because you're controlling. You become an angry, resenting person. You become a person who doesn't allow the growth of the other person also. Whole need is to be happy on the cost of others. So there is no growth at all. It resists growth. Love is everlasting, beyond any time and space. It will always be there, irrespective of the relationship is there or not there. It will always wish good for others. Whereas attachment has a lot of resentment, lot of anger, lot of complaints. Love always reduces ego. It fosters growth. It makes you the person you want to be. It makes the other person completely free from any kind of barriers. It allows the acceptance of each other as they are. And it is such an effortless process. You don't have to make any effort, because you're true self. Whereas attachment is all about egocentric. It's completely egocentric. You don't see, you know, when it comes to attachment, you really don't see that, what it is. It is not about you. In attachment, it's all about you. So it becomes a power game. You always see that, who is more powerful. Your ego is so strong that you will not allow the other person to have his own life also, and your life also completely revolves around your ego. And I am more powerful than you. I can always keep you under my control. That's what the attachment is all about. Whereas love is about, let's be happy together, let's grow together, and let's have a life which is fulfilling for each other. That's the basic difference between love and attachment. In attachment, we saw the different types of individual out there. There are anxiety prone individual which tries to cling to you because their happiness is depending upon you. It doesn't allow you to be a person like that. In fact, it doesn't mean that other person is only like that. You can be somebody like that too, because you'll start manipulating from your needs. And or else you will be somebody who is very scared to get hurt, so you withdraw from a relationship. You don't accept the love which is given to you. So you can be any such partner, you may get such partner like that. But here I want to tell you all that if we become a person, a loving person, and allow the inner we, which we are a loving person, we are, we, our true self is a loving person. When we allow that love come ahead and you become a loving person, you will attract such person in your life, because it's as it is said, like attracts like. And rather than changing anybody in your life, if you try to be a person who is non-manipulative, who fosters growth, who encourages other, who inspires other, we care for other, we love other, and we don't depend on them for our needs, whereas we have an interdependence relationship. If we become like that, love will be a very beautiful process for all of us. Saying that, stay tuned, see you again. Thank you.